Started.
Okay. So friends, I am Dr. Heena and in the Olympiad grade 7 for math subject, we are going to study our today's new topic which is based on profit and loss. Now see, when we get profit and when we had a loss. Okay. So suppose I purchase or I brought something. You can say a pen. Okay. If I purchase a pen for rupees 10 and if I sold that pen at rupees 12, so I gain 2 rupees here because the purchase price was only 10 rupees but I sold it for 12 rupees, so I earn 2 rupees here. So this 2 rupees which I earn is known as profit. And if I had sold this pen at rupees 8, so there will be loss of 2 rupees to me. So this is known as loss. So this is the concept of profit and loss. And when we calculate the percentage profit and percentage loss, so we calculate it on the cost we had on which we had purchased the item, and profit or loss that we gain multiplied by 100 gives us the percentage profit and percentage loss. And how we going to calculate this profit or this loss? So whenever we get the profit, our selling price is greater than the cost price or purchase price, and at that time profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. And when we had a loss, the selling price is less than cost price, so loss can be calculated by subtracting the selling price from the cost price. Okay, so this is the theme of this chapter. Now we learn some basic terminologies here and then we'll move to the solved examples few and then to the practice exercise. Now see, some definitions are given here, the same definitions which I told you, that selling price means the price of an article which it is to be sold by the shopkeeper to the customer. In short, it is written as SP. Price of an article at which shopkeeper purchased the goods from the manufacturer or the wholesaler is known as cost price. And profit means where SP is greater than CP, the profit will occur, and it is the difference in between SP and CP, which I shown you. Okay. Now profit can be calculated by subtracting cost price from the selling price, and profit percent is equal to profit upon cost price multiplied by 100. I already explained you all the things which we are looking now. Now loss means cost price is little bit higher than the selling price, so cost price minus selling price gives us the loss, and loss percentage always be calculated on cost price, which is loss upon cost price multiplied by 100. Now see, by this formula of loss percent or profit percent we can calculate the profit or loss. Okay, so what is the formula for profit? So profit is equal to profit percent minus cost price divided by 100, and loss is equal to loss percent into cost price divided by 100. Now if we know the selling price or if we know the cost price and we have to calculate the selling price and we know the loss percent or profit percent, then how we going to calculate the selling price? By this formula, selling price is equal to cost price multiplied by 100 plus profit percent upon 100, and if loss is there we have to minus the loss percent from the 100. and the rest formula remain the same. If we know the selling price and profit percent and we have to calculate the cost price, then the formula changes. The formula is selling price multiplied by 100. This 100 goes into multiplication with the selling price, and this 100 minus loss percent or 100 plus profit percent will go to the denominator. Okay, the formula get reversed. Now sometimes there are price written on the items. That price is known as mark price, and some shopkeeper gives the discount on the mark price. So selling price become different than the mark price, and cost price is also another different thing. So mark price is always greater than the selling price because shopkeeper is offering discount. So selling price is equal to mark price minus discount, or you can say ki discount is equal to mark price minus selling price. And how you calculate the discount percent? So it should be calculated on mark price. So discount upon mark price multiplied by 100 gives us the discount percent. And from this formula we can calculate the selling price or we can calculate the mark price. Okay, so these are the formula to calculate the selling price or to calculate the mark price. So selling price is equal to mark price into the bracket 100 minus discount percent upon 100, and mark price is equal to selling price multiplied by this 100 upon 100 minus discount percent. Okay, so these are some basic formula which we should remember before we solve the sum. Now the first solved example is a mobile phone is sold for rupees 3120 and loss of 4% happens. And what will be the gain or loss percent if it is sold at rupees 3640? Now see what is given to you. Selling price of mobile is given to you, which is 3120, and shopkeeper got a loss. So loss percent is also given, which is 4%. Now by this, first thing we have to do is we have to find the cost price of that mobile. Okay, by the formula selling price multiplied by 100 upon 100 minus loss percent, and after getting the cost price, the new selling price is this. Now you have to check whether this selling price is greater than this cost price or it is lesser. If it is greater, we get a profit. If it is less, then we get the loss. So this is the way, and then you can calculate the percent of that loss. Now see, SP is known to us, loss is known to us. We can find the cost price by the formula which I told you, selling price multiplied by 100 upon 100 minus loss percent. So we got the selling price, or sorry, cost price. Now new selling price is 3640, which is greater than this cost price. Means the shopkeeper second time got a profit. So profit is equal to, or gain is equal to, selling price minus cost price, which is 390 rupees. Now you have to calculate the percent. So you have to calculate it on always on cost price. So gain upon cost price multiplied by 100 gives us the percent, which is 12%, which is your answer. Okay. Now the next sum is by selling 42 oranges, a person loses a sum equal to the selling price of 8 oranges. Find the loss percent. Now see, a person has 42 oranges and he sold them. We don't know the cost of the orange, but we know one thing, that loss is equal to selling price of 8 oranges. Okay, but total loss is equal to selling price of 8 oranges. So we have to calculate the loss percent. So assume that the price of one orange is or the selling price of one orange is 1 rupees. Okay. Now, how much loss is there? 8 oranges selling price much loss is there. Now, we cannot calculate directly loss percent because we must know the cost price of the orange. Okay. Now, how much he sold? 42 oranges he sold at rupees 42 because one orange is sold at rupees 1. One orange ka SP is 1 rupees. So 42 orange ka SP is 42 rupees. But the loss is 8 rupees. So the cost price is SP plus loss. So SP is 42 and loss is 8. So the cost price of 42 oranges is 48 rupees. Oranges are 42 but the cost is 42 plus 8 50 rupees. Okay, so this is the cost price of 42 oranges. And now how much loss you feel? 8 rupees. So 8 upon 50 into 100 gives us the percentage loss. Understood? Okay. Selling price. From selling price we first calculate the cost price, and after getting the cost price we calculate the loss percent. Now see, the next example is pure mustard oil is, the price of pure mustard oil is 100 rupees per liter. Shopkeeper adulterates it with some other type of oil at rupees 50 per liter. He sells the mixture at rupees 96 per liter and he gains 20% on whole transaction. The ratio in which two oil are mixed we have to calculate. Now see, pure oil cost is 100 per liter. Adulterated oil is 50 per liter. Now the mixture is sold at 96 rupees per liter, and how much gain he has? He has 20% gain. Now see, this is SP and this is gain. So we can calculate the cost price. So CP is equal to SP multiplied by 100 upon 100 plus gain. Okay, percent, which is 20%. So SP is 96 into 100 upon 100 plus 20 become 120. Okay, now 0 from 100 and 0 from 12 will get cancelled and 12 8s are 96. So 80 rupees is the cost price of oil, mixture wala oil, and selling price is 96 rupees, then he gain 20% profit. Now there is one formula to calculate the ratio of the quantity of pure oil to quantity of adulterate oil. Okay, so it is equal to, what is the mean cost at which he mean cost means after adding to oil what will become the cost, that on that cost the person or the shopkeeper got a profit or the loss. So 80 rupees here is the mean cost. Okay, so mean cost minus cost of cheaper oil upon mean cost, pure oil cost minus mean cost, because pure oil cost is always greater than that of mean cost. Okay. So we got our mean cost, which is 80 rupees. Adulterated oil's cost is 50. So, and pure oil cost is 100. 100 minus 50, or 80. So it becomes 30 upon 20. So 3:2 proportion. Both the oils are mixed with each other in 3:2 proportion. So see what we had done. I will just show you. We know the cost of pure oil. We know the cost of adulterated oil. Now we have to calculate the combined cost. When we mix both the oil, तो जब हम मिक्स करेंगे तो हमको कौन से कॉस्ट में पड़ेगा, 1 लीटर का कॉस्ट क्या पड़ेगा, दैट इज नोन एज मीन कॉस्ट. सो वी हैव टू फाइंड दैट मीन कॉस्ट. ओके. सो मीन कॉस्ट कैन बी कैलकुलेटेड बाय selling price and the gain percent. So selling price is 96 and 20% is the gain, so mean cost is 80 rupees. Now when we find the ratio of their quantity, then there is a formula: quantity of pure upon quantity of adulterated is equal to mean cost minus cost of adulterated oil upon pure oil minus the cost of mean cost. So it is 80 minus 50 upon 100 minus 50. So it gives us the ratio as 3:2. Okay. So your answer is 3:2. Now the next all example is a man purchases one shirt and one t-shirt for rupees 6,000. He sells the t-shirt at profit of 20% and t-shirt at the loss of 10%. As a result, he gained 2% on whole transaction. Cost of t-shirt we have to find. Now see, we have to find the cost of t-shirt. So we assume the cost of t-shirt as X. Now what will become the cost of shirt? 6,000 minus X. Okay. Now after selling the shirt, he get profit, which is 20%. Okay. Now this is the cost price. So selling price is equal to cost price. What is the formula? Cost price multiplied by 100 plus profit percent upon 100. Okay. So cost price is X, 6,000 minus X for the shirt, and profit is 20%. है ना? So they had assumed the cost price of t-shirt as a X and shirt as a X and t-shirt as a 6,000 minus X. But we have to calculate the price of shirt. So we assume the price of t-shirt as a X. So shirt is sold at 20% profit. So 6,000 minus X into 120 upon 100 plus X into 90 minus 100. Now on this whole he got how much profit? 2%, and the purchase cost of both the shirt and t-shirt is 6,000. So 2% profit is on 6,000. Okay. So it can be written as 6,000 multiplied by 102 upon 100 is the selling price combined, on which 2% profit we got. So you can solve this equation and you got the price of t-shirt. Okay. Now the next one. The price of an two article is rupees 5,500. The price of first article is increased by 11% and other is increased by 20%. The new price becomes 6330. So you have to calculate the price of second article. Same way as of fourth question, you have to solve. Assume the first ka price as a x and second's price is equal to 5500 minus x is the price of second article. Now combine price is given to you, which is 6330. When this x is increased to 11% and this y is increased to 20%, so you have to find the new price of this x as x into 11 upon 100x plus y into 20 upon 100y. Okay, and replace the x with y, and this addition is equal to 6330, and you can solve it for the value of y, which is 2500. Now mark price of shirt is 940. Suppose the discount of 15% on it, you have to find 40 rupees and 15% discount. Okay, first we have to calculate the discount in terms of rupees. So how we calculate? We got the discount on mark price always. So 941 rupees. Now we know that selling price is always low than the mark price because discount is offered. So selling price is equal to MP minus discount, so which is 799 rupees. So solved examples you can go through it because it is very easy. Now we will move to the practice exercise, which is our main target. Okay, so the first practice exercise is Paul buys a radio at 20% discount and sells it for 20% more than its value. What will be his profit? Now see, one person is there and he brought a radio. Now assume the cost of radio as 100. Now he got it at 20% discount. Okay, so 20% discount on 100 means he got it on 80 rupees. Okay, so purchase price is 80 rupees. Now he sold at the profit of 20% more than its value. So value is 100 rupees and he sold at 20% more. So 20% on 100 is 120 rupees he sold. 20 rupees is the 20% of the 100. So he sold at rupees 120. 100 plus 20, 120 rupees. Okay. Now how much profit he get? He purchased at 80 and sold at 120. So 40 rupees. And this profit is on 80 rupees, which is the cost price. So profit percent is equal to 40 upon 80 multiplied by 100. 0, 0 cancel. This 0 you can cancel. 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, and 100 divided by 2 gives us 50%. So how much profit he got? He got 50% profit. Okay. Once again I will explain it. We directly assume the cost of radio as 100. Okay. And he buy the radio at 20% discount or 20% profit. So 100's 20% is 20 rupees. So 100 minus 20 is equal to the purchase price of radio for that person, which is 80 rupees. Now we sold the radio at 20% more on the cost. So again the 100's 20% is 20, so the selling price become 120 rupees. Now the profit is 40 rupees because he had purchased at 80 and sold at 120. So 40 rupees profit on 80 rupees. So 100 rupees per kitna? So 50% profit he had. Okay. Now the next question. Is rupees 60, but shopkeeper offers successive discount of rupees 20% and 30%. The net selling price is subjected to sale tax of 8%. So what does the buyer has to pay? Now see, how can we deal with this? Okay, so read the question carefully. Market price is 60 rupees. Discount is 20% and then 30%. Now see, question number, we can say 2. Okay. Now see, what is MP? MP is 60 rupees. Now discount offer first time is 20%. So selling price is equal to 20 upon 100 into this MP, which is 60. So selling price is equal to और sorry, एक minute. First discount is 20%. So first discount percent we know. We have to calculate the discount. Okay. How we calculate the discount? So 20% on 60 rupees. So how much discount is offered? So 21 are 20, 25 are 100, and this is 5 divided by 60 divided by 5 is equal to 12. Okay, so discount is 12 rupees. So selling price become MP minus discount. So what is mark price? 60 rupees. Discount offered is 12 rupees. So the new selling price or the first selling price is 48 rupees. Now again on this selling price 30% discount is offered. Okay, so 30% on 48 rupees means 30 upon 100 multiplied by 48 is equal to 14.4. How? 0 will get cancelled. 48 multiplied by 3 gives us the answer as 144 divided by 10 is equal to 14.4. So the second selling price become 48 minus 14.4 is equal to 33.6. Okay. Now 33.6 is the selling price, but this selling price is subjected to the sale tax of 8%, and sale tax is always added to the selling price. Now first we have to calculate the sale tax on this price, which is 33.6. How much sale tax percent is offered? 8%, which is equal to 8 upon 33.6, sorry, 8 upon 100 multiplied by 33.6. Okay, so it is 4 2s are 8 and 400s are 425s are 100. So this becomes 2.678 rupees. Tax is applied. Okay. Now this tax should be added to the selling price, net selling price, to get the final value. So 33.6 plus 2.67 gives us the answer as 36.2, which is the final selling price, or buyer has to pay. So 36.29 is the answer. Now again I will explain what we had done. Now see, we know the selling price or the mark price of the item, which is 60. Now on this mark price 20% discount is offered. So this discount is on the form of percentage, so we have to calculate the discount in terms of rupees. So how we calculate? 20% on 60 rupees means 12 rupees. So selling price become mark price minus discount. So selling price is 48 rupees. Now again the discount of 33% is applied, or 30% is applied. So 30% on the 48 rupees is 14.4. Okay. So the second selling price or net selling price is 33.6 rupees. But tax is applied, which should be added to the selling price. So 8% tax on 33.6 gives us the value as 2.67 rupees, which when added to the net selling price, it gives us the answer as 36.29 as a final cost. Okay. Now the next example. A man buys a shirt at 3/4 of its value and sell it for 20% more than its value. What is his gain? Now again we have to assume certain things. Now see, assume that the price of shirt is 100 rupees. Why I take 100 always? Because it is easy to calculate the percentage out of 100. Okay. So assume the price of shirt as 100 rupees. Now one second, we'll read the carefully. Buys a shirt at 3/4 of its value. Now see, cost we had assumed as 100 rupees, which you can say as a mark price. Okay. Now at what price the person buys it? He buys it at the price of 3/4 of the cost, means 3/4 of the 100 means 75 rupees. Okay. Now what is given? Then he sells it for 20% more than its value. Now what is its value? Its value is 100. 20% of 100 is 20 rupees, and more than the 20% more than its value means 100 plus 20. So the selling price is 120 rupees. Now if the cost price is 75, selling price is 120, so he get the gain. So gain is equal to selling price minus cost price, and the gain is 45 rupees. Now this gain is on the cost at which he get the shirt. So gain percent or profit percent is on 75 multiplied by 100. 25 3s are 75, 25 4s are 100, 3 15s are 45. So 15 4s are 60% is the profit got by that person. Okay, understood? I will explain again. Now see, there is some cost of the shirt which we assume as 100 rupees, which is the which can be said as a mark price, which is written on that shirt. Now the person buys it 3 by 4 of the cost price. So 3 by 4 of the 100 is 75 rupees, which becomes the cost price of that shirt for that person. Okay. Now he sold that shirt 20% more than its value. Now its value is 100 and 20% more than 100 means 120 rupees. So his selling price become 120 rupees. Now if he buys at 75, he sold at 120, so obviously he got the profit or he got the gain. So how much gain he got? 45 rupees. Now this gain is on cost price. So profit percent or gain percent is equal to gain upon the cost price multiplied by 100, and which gives us the answer as 60%. Understood? Now the next one. A dealer sells 2 wristwatches for rupees 2400 each and gaining 20% on one and losing 20% on other. So his overall gain or loss is asked. Now see, what is given? He sell 2 wristwatches each of rupees 2400. Now see, total selling price become question number 4. Here, if one watch is sold at 2400 and second watch 400, the total selling price become 4800. 2400 plus 2400 become 4800. Now, first watch and second watch. Selling price is same, which is 2400. Now on first watch he got the profit. So cost price of first watch is equal to SP multiplied by 100 upon 100 plus gain percent, and cost price of second watch is equal to SP into 100 upon 100 minus loss percent. Now how much profit he got on the selling of first watch? 20%. So 2400 multiplied by 100 upon 100 plus 20, and for second the cost price become SP is 2400 for second also multiplied by 100 upon 100 minus 20, because loss is also 20% and gain is also 20%. So it becomes 24,000 into 100 upon 120, and for second it becomes 24. Now 12 2s are 24, so 120, if 2400 is divided by 120, we got the answer as 20. Okay, and 20 multiplied by 100 is equal to 2000 is the cost price of first shirt. 80 30s are 2400, so the CP2 is 3000. Now one shirt is purchased at 2000 rupees. Second shirt is purchased at 3000 rupees. Together, the combined cost price of both the shirt is total CP is 2000 plus 3000, which is 5000. Okay. Now total SP we already calculated. Total SP is 4800 because both the shirts are sold at 2400 rupees. Now SP is lesser than CP means obviously he failed the loss. So loss is equal to CP minus SP, which is 5000 minus 4800 is equal to 200. So how much loss he had of 200 rupees. So option C is your answer. Okay. So overall he felt loss, not a gain, and loss of rupees 200. I will explain again. Now see, we know the selling price of both the shirt, which is 2400 each. So total selling price become 4800. Now we have, our motive is to calculate the total cost price, because we have to find whether he had a loss or he had a gain. So cost price of first shirt we can calculate by the formula, as we know the gain percent and the selling price. And cost price of the second shirt also we had calculated by the formula, because we know the loss percentage and the selling price. So we got the cost price of both the shirt as 2000 and 3000 rupees. So total cost become 5000. Selling price is 4800. So he felt a loss, and loss of rupees 200. Okay. Now the next example. Man sells two cars for rupees 2464 each. On one car he gains 12%, another car he loses 12%. So again same thing as we done in the question number 4. You can solve the question number 5 the same way. Okay. Now the cost price of 60 notebook is same as the selling price of 40% of the notebook. Then find the gain percent. Now we had seen one example in the solved example, oranges wala, but little bit different is there, because there we had known the selling price of the oranges. Here cost price is same as the selling price. Now see, one notebook cost we assume as 1 rupees. So cost of notebook become 6 rupees. Now this 6 rupees is same as the same price of 40 notebook. Value 40%, 60 notebook. So 40 of 100 into 6 is equal to 24. So 24 notebooks selling price is 60 notebooks, 60 rupees. So SP of 24 notebook is 60 rupees. Okay. Now, by the selling price of 24 notebook, we can calculate the selling price of one notebook, because we know the cost of one notebook. Okay. Now, I will show on the squid the whole thing. Okay. Now see what is given and what is asked. Question number 6. Cost of 60 notebook is equal to SP of 40% of notebook. Okay. Now what we assume? We assume cost of one notebook as 1 rupees. So 60 notebook cost is 60 rupees. Now 40% of the notebook means if 60 notebook are there, what is the number of notebook which are 40% of this 60? So we had calculated that 40% of 60 is 24. So 24 notebooks cost become 60 rupees. Now one notebook cost is 60 divided by 24. So one notebook का cost is 2.5 rupees. Okay. Now 2.5 rupees if the cost of one notebook, selling price of one notebook. Okay. This is the selling price of 24 notebook is 60 rupees. So selling price of one notebook we had calculated, which is 2.5 rupees. Now we know the cost of one notebook. What is the cost of one notebook? 1 rupees. If we purchase it at 1 rupees, sold it at 2.5 rupees, so here we got profit or loss? Correct, we got profit. So profit become 2.5 minus 1, which is 1.5 rupees, and this 1.5 rupees profit is of which cost price? 1 rupees cost price. So percentage profit is equal to 1.5 upon 1 into 100, and that is 150% profit we got when we sold notebook. Okay, so your answer is answer D. Okay, now I can't explain again because I had not used the squid ka pen, so whole thing got erased. But I will verbally explain to you that what we had done here. We assume the cost of one notebook as rupees 1. Now cost of 60 notebook become rupees 60. Now this 60 is the selling price of 24 notebook, because 40% of notebook ka selling price is same as the cost of 60 notebook. So selling price of 24 notebook become 60 rupees. So selling price of one notebook become 2.5 rupees. Now here if SP is 2.5, CP is 1, so obviously we got a profit which is of 1.5 rupees on each notebook. So in percentage it is 150%. Now a person purchases a pencil, 5 pencil at 10 rupees, and he sells 10 pencils for 5 rupees. How much loss does he make? Now see, cost price of 5 pencil is CP of 5 pencil is 10 rupees. So CP of 1 pencil is 2 rupees. Now SP of 10 pencil 5 rupees. So SP of 1 pencil is 0.5 rupees. Okay. Now here selling price is 0.5, cost price is 2 rupees. So person has a loss. So how much loss he has? CP minus SP. 1.5 rupees ka loss he suffer. So in terms of percentage, 1.5 upon 2, into 100, 2 50 जा 100, 15 5 जा 75% loss he felt or he got. Okay. From the cost of 5 pencil, we first calculate the cost of 1 pencil. From the cost of selling price of 10 pencil, we calculate the selling price of 1 pencil. Now, comparing both the price, we feel that the person suffer a loss. So, how much loss he suffer? 1.5 rupees ka loss he suffer by subtracting selling price from the cost price. And this loss percent we always calculate on the cost price. So 1.5 upon 2 multiplied by 100 is equal to 75%. Ashok losses 15% by selling a mobile for 595 rupees. What price must he sell the mobile to earn the 15% profit? Now here you have to solve this sum in terms of two things. Now see, first is we know the SP here. First thing is we know the SP, which is 595. And on this SP, he had a loss. So loss percent is 15%. So first we have to calculate the cost price. How? By the formula SP multiplied by 100 upon 100 minus loss percent. Now, after you get the cost price, what we have to calculate is new SP, where 15% profit we got. So, new SP is equal to CP, the cost price which we find, into 100 plus profit percent, which is 15% upon 100. Okay, so we will do. Now see, what is SP? Question number 8. Selling price is 595 rupees. Loss percent is 15%. So CP is equal to SP into 100 upon 100 minus loss percent. So 595 into 100 upon 100 minus 15. 595 upon into 100 upon 75. Okay. Now, after solving this equation, you can here divide both the numerator and denominator by 25. So 25 3s are 75 and 25 4s are 100. Now 5 plus 5 10 plus 9. So divide this with the 3. So you got the answer. 3 1s are 3. 2 will be the remainder. 3 9s are 27. 2 will be the remainder. 3 4s are 3 8s are 24. Point something multiplied by 4. So the answer becomes 700. एक minute. Sorry. This is not 75. This is 85. Okay. So 595 into 100 upon 85. So 85 can be divided with 35 and 75. All after solving this, you got the answer as 700. So cost price becomes 700. Now we got the profit of 15%. And we have to find the new selling price if we got the profit of 15%. So the formula is CP into 100 plus profit percent upon 100. So CP is 700 into 115 upon 100. Multiply this 115 with 7, you got the answer as 805. If we sold that item at 805 rupees, then only we got the profit of 15%. 8%. Okay, so your answer is answer A here. By selling the washing machine for rupees 8100, retailer losses 10%. Find the cost price of the machine. It is very simple. SP is given to you, loss percent is given to you. You just have to use the formula for CP is as 100 into SP upon 100 minus loss percent, and you got the price of washing machine. Now the next one is, a person buys a scooter for rupees 4500. What should be selling price of the scooter so that on whole transaction he got 8%. Now here he got the gain or the profit which is of 8%. So you can calculate the SP because this is the CP. SP is equal to CP into the bracket 100 plus profit percent upon 100, and you got the value of the selling price of that scooter on which he got the 8% profit. So this is very simple. All the sums of profit and loss are very easy. I hope you understood the concept. We will meet in the next class for more details. Stay connected with us.